Hello, welcome. Thrive Podcast. Haven't done this in a while. I figured I would do just kind of a summer recap off the top of my head. Kind of just, I don't know, a life update or what I've been up to, or if that's where my mind wanders off and my mouth speaks to, then that's where it'll go. But I kind of just want to get back in the groove of making a podcast every week. So we'll start here. So the last podcast episode I made was kind of like, I don't know if it was exactly a podcast episode. I mean, I called it a podcast, right? It was like my update program or like my update video to the Jordan Peterson, like writing life plan program, future authoring it was called. And that was right around the time I moved to the apartment I live in right now in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My channel kind of took off while I lived in Oregon, which was a place that I lived on the coast of the United States for about 2 years when I moved back in with my parents to like pay off my student loans, start my business, and do that kind of thing. They had moved there for my dad's job. So after I spent the summer in Canada, which I made a few videos about, it's cool that I've been making YouTube videos this whole time. So after I spent the summer in Canada, I moved out to Oregon, and then for my dad's job, they moved back to Wisconsin. So I moved back to Wisconsin as well. And then they don't live in Milwaukee though. My family, they live in a different part of Wisconsin. But then I as was the goal, I got the like employment in the business and everything to a point where I was able to move out and live on my own again, just me and my dog out here doing it. And so that's where we've been all summer. It's been cool. I was hoping I'd be able to like get out here by summer and spend summer in Milwaukee. Cause lots of my friends live here as well. And just, summer with your friends in the big city. Why did I say that? It was a cool thing that I wanted to have. So, that has been what I had. That was this last summer, and it was a great summer. The Bucks won the championship. That's the kind of first big regular thing I was doing all the time, going down to the Fiserv Forum in the Deer District and watching games outside. And it was kind of the first, I was big into like concerts before pandemic and everything. And that was the first thing that was super like large group standing, doing something like experiencing an event together. It felt a lot like concerts, and less like a sporting event, honestly. Well, I mean, obviously it was a sporting event. But yeah, I don't know, like everybody standing together facing the screen or like, facing the entertainment. It felt more like a concert, just everybody packed in there, intoxicated and everything, and like planning your day around it and like talking with different people and like, oh, like I'll meet you here and then we'll walk there and then I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. It was really, really, really fun. I hope I never forget it, Well, I hope I hope it continues, and that's every summer thing. The Bucks are in the playoffs and contending for championships. That'd be really cool. It was kind of cool. Kind of cool. It was a life peak experience to be there when they won the championship. And like when I was a young lad in 2010, the Packers won the Super Bowl, and that was like formative. So what are sports all about? Like me watching sports, and then like the team that I root for from the place that I'm from won the championship, and it was like, oh wow, like that. It was a foundational like experience or memory, right? To have my team win the Super Bowl, and then for however many years later, what is it, 2010, 2021, 11 years later, my team never making it again or getting close, whether it was the Packers or the Badgers basketball team was in the national championship and lost. The Bucks obviously choked a couple times in the playoffs. The Packers many times. Lost NFC championships, the Seahawks. Yeah. Yeah. So it was cool to, I mean, obviously like, there are places that never win championships and stuff. But and people that have been waiting longer than me, but it was, it was, felt like I waited a long time and I deserved it, as a fan, as a follower of the sports team, watching them suck and then watching them get better slowly, and then finally winning. Yeah, that was great. It was awesome to share those games with different people and different friends and new friends and old friends, and it was a cool thing that brought people together this summer, and I was happy to be here for it and go to many of those games and share that with everybody. So Bucks games, first big major summer event. Just spending lots of time outside, walking my dog around in different parks and stuff has been cool. One of my fitness routine type monthly update videos, I talked about how just kind of generally being more active, doing different things as opposed to putting all my eggs in one basket. Like, I'm going to the gym to lift weights, and that's my fitness, and that's all I do. Doing lots of different things fitness wise over the summer has been cool. Different outdoor activities, hiking, like I said, walking my dog in different places, playing lots of basketball, of course the kettlebells, the knees over toes, lots of yoga, of course we got to get the yoga in. Lots of core workouts has been a big theme this summer of the fitness. The Apple Watch. One of the videos I'm recording today is why I got an Apple Watch. One of my videos that has done well is about my iMac, my big computer. I don't have it anymore. Well, I have it, but it's at my parents' house, and I don't use it. But it was a video that did well. It was why I bought a 2013 iMac in 2020. So I'm making an Apple Watch version of it because I have the Series 3 or whatever, the old one that they still sell is. And so I'm going to make a video that's why I bought a 2017 Apple Watch in 2021. How did I get on the Apple Watch? Well, the Apple Watch kind of influenced a lot of my more general fitness habits, and the Apple Fitness Plus subscription class thing that they have is one of the main ways that I work out, whether it's core or yoga or dumbbell strength exercise classes or rowing. I've been doing a lot of too. Yeah, it's a super broad, accessible, well done program, and I've been doing a lot of stuff on there for my fitness this summer. I guess that's kind of the topic we're in, what I've been doing for fitness for the summer right now. I've been doing a lot of just strength to body weight ratio type of exercise, whether it's kettlebells or pull-ups or dips and ring stuff. I've been doing a lot of muscle ups. And I think that's been really good for me just to stay injury free, to just increase the functional aspect of fitness, which is kind of one of the biggest lenses I'm looking at it through lately in life. I think the attitude that my workouts should make me able to do more instead of kind of keep me down and sore and out of commission for a day or two, which is what where things end up being when you're just blasting yourself in the gym super hard. So that kind of functional strength training, calisthenic or body weight type focused gymnastics stuff has been really cool. Has been, I think, more aligned with just the person I want to be and the role fitness should play in my life, I think. So that's been fun. Excuse me. Yeah, kettlebells too, man. I can talk about kettlebells forever. I've been playing a lot of basketball, and I directly correlated to my and also the knees over toes stuff. I've been playing basketball a lot because I'm all of a sudden way better at basketball than I've ever been, just because I'm able to run faster, try harder for longer, jump higher, just try and exert myself more than the other people that are playing, and then you do better because of it, and you score more points, and you get more rebounds, you get more assists, and you are on the fast break, and you jump higher, and you can block people's shots and stuff. I don't know, like being one of the most athletic people on the court is not something that I ever was in my like high school or like growing up playing basketball or even in college. And definitely the knees over toes exercises, like the Nordics, the all the stuff that's kind of like jumping related, which is kind of all of it, but yeah, and then the kettlebells training, like the way that I train with kettlebells has made me a lot better at basketball and more like endurant, just with the simple and sinister program. It's just the kettlebell workout. I just try to do it mostly every day. It doesn't end up being every day, but it's just 100 swings and 10 Turkish get-ups, 5 each side. And the swings, you just like kind of talk test. So it's like, if you can talk, do another set of 10. So it kind of works you right in the middle of like cardio and like strength and explosion like type of work. So it I think has gone hand in hand with like sports and just general athletic performance. Yeah, that has been the cool thing about basketball, like fitting in with the way that I've been training too. Have been just injury free, which is great. That's allowed me to just hit all the working out as hard as I've been doing, because I'm able to, finally over the last like 3 years, I've been struggling with injuries, whether it was my like partially torn bicep that kind of limited me upper body wise for about a year, or my knee thing that I've been tracking on the channel, that, had its ups and downs and it was a whole journey. And was also the like reason I found the knees over toes stuff, which was really cool, and is like, I don't know, it's a whole, like, what happened in the past has gotten me to here, and I like where I am fitness wise now, just the kind of general athletic, apply the body in many different ways, and it's good, not just working out like bodybuilding type stuff for strictly aesthetic purposes. And funny enough, like without pursuing looking good, I look good, like I look great these days, and it's awesome. So, yeah, fitness, this summer, the fitness has been great. That's, yeah, we can talk about something else now, I guess. Concerts. I've been going to concerts again. There's a festival called Summerfest in Milwaukee that is like 3 weekends in a row of like music all day, and so that was great. Like just plans every weekend for a long time, and all of the events and things I can go do, I think are facilitated by the fact that I don't have to work at a time and a place, and that my freelance video editing clients and stuff, like what I was able to get for myself there has like manifested me to being able to do a lot of cool things, and just because of the freedom of time, and that's like what I want out of it. When people ask me like if editing the like certain clients' videos is boring, because it's just not every client video is super exciting. It gets boring, but I think the trade-off of what that like job's freedom gets me in life is like, I'll never take that for granted. And I'm always so like, it is boring, but like, I don't care. Like I love doing it because of what it gets me, yeah, I think that's like well said enough, I guess. Yeah, concerts. I'm going to a concert tonight. I'm very excited about it. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's one of my favorite bands. It'll be the 3rd time I'm seeing them. The band is Mount Joy, if anybody knows them. They have a song called Astrovan that I want to get a tattoo about. I don't have any tattoos. That's like the most consistent, like if I had a cool image of that, like is what I would get a tattoo of. That band, that song. is cool. Yeah, yeah. So I'm looking for like real positive reinforcement tonight. Like, yeah, you really should do it. You know, yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. I'm super excited. It might rain, but there's a cover to the place that we're seeing it at. So it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, summer, dude. Summer, it's over. I mean, I don't know if it's technically over. I don't know like what day the solstice or whatever. I think the solstice might have happened already. Days are definitely getting shorter. Okay, so is the solstice? Okay. So is the solstice? There's the day that's like this is the official end of the season day. Are those the same thing? I don't think they're the same thing. I think the solstice is like this, like how long the sun is in the sky type of event. I don't know. But then that would have had to happen in the middle of the summer, right? Not be the end of the season. Yeah, I don't know, dude. You don't tune into this podcast for astrology. Man, people are into astrology these days, huh? I wonder if it never went away and I was just never exposed to it, or if it's like coming back. I think it's bullshit. I don't know if that's obvious to people to you guys that know me that watch my stuff. I don't know. I think it's hilarious. Like the most funny thing about that is that this is my always go to, like I'm pushing people's buttons. Like a girl asks like, so what's your sign or whatever, you know? And it's like, well, I make it a problem. I annoy people, but I don't know. Like the way that the stars were in the sky when that stuff all got made up, like Galileo times or whatever, like this, because stars move and it's called astrological shift or something like that. Like the stars now that were in the sky on the day you were born weren't the ones that are like your sign from when the signs like got made up. I don't know. So I'm a Pisces. is the moral, if you guys are wondering. You could probably tell, but yeah. How did we get on that? Wow. Oh, the solstice. Summer's over. That's why. Wow. Yeah. Summer's over. I'm trying to buckle down, get back into a YouTube routine. I've been prioritizing work just because when I was fired on all cylinders in Oregon, making YouTube videos, it was because I had no friends and I had nothing to do all the time. And that's the correlation, I like my recreation was making YouTube videos, and now it is like hanging out with friends, now I have, I moved here specifically to be around a lot of my friends, since my job doesn't have to be location based largely, except for my like gym content and the work I do with the gym. That's the only thing I need to also be here for. But also my friends happen to all like live here, most of them, so yeah, that's been the new like balance I'm trying to strike, right? Whereas like social life was not even a thing competing for anything when I was starting out, or when I was when I was easier to make more videos, not making excuses or anything, obviously. I mean, well, I am, but I don't know. I don't feel guilty about it, or shame, I guess, is what I'm getting at. But I also, obviously, like the goal is to make the YouTube channel the main thing. So how is that going to happen if I'm not doing anything, right? So, so we're getting back at it. I'm shooting 3 different videos right now in this little session, and I'm just greasing the vocal hinges by recording a Little Thrive podcast first. So that's what this is. How long have we been going? 19 minutes. It's a decent amount of time to call it a pod. What do you say? Yeah. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tagging along. Thanks for following along. Oh, I got to send out the stickers. Yeah, I haven't done that in a while. The list has been growing. That's a cool thing we do on this podcast here. Oh, another thing. I'll throw a little affiliate sponsor down in this one. Audible is doing like a 3 months free. If like, you guys know Audible, right? They sponsor podcasts and stuff. If you've never done Audible, there's a 3-month free trial going on right now that I'll link below. try to get this YouTube career off the ground, hit me up for that Audible trial down in the description. So you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you in the next Thrive podcast. Keep thriving.